What's going on, YouTube? Checking in for the last time in 2019. Just want everybody to know that I'm so excited about what 2020 is gonna bring to all of us. Some of us just don't know what we're entitled to, but I would pray that you would come to a consciousness about what we really are entitled to as a people, human beings, 100% human beings. Not talking to any particular culture, just the human race as a whole. And I know that for me personally, the God that I serve is so large and in charge. And I was giving gratitudes earlier to the very thing that I made it through another year, and that I get to sit here and how much I've grown through this year. I may not have looked like I went a lot of places financially, but in my mind and my intelligence about eating and just breathing and loving people and myself, every challenge that's coming at me, I'll be trying to just get straight at it, because I know that I am special in the eyesight of the God who created me. And with that being said, I take my health and the nutritional program that he's taught me how to eat according to, and I kind of just try to make it better every day. You know, when one of my staple foods is a mushroom gravy, that I get these mushrooms and I chop them up with these gluten-free gravy packs for turkey and chicken, just brown gravy, gluten-free. And I'll mix it up with, you know, my broil and my chicken now, and I do ground turkey for like my beans and different things. But excuse me, I am eating so much better than I used to eat, and left the beef platform along a few years ago, and I have cut back on my sweets like you would never believe. And I'm just really happy to see how all of these things working together have caused me to put pain behind me. So I'm aggressively learning how to do online network marketing, because I want to share my journey about the products I use. I want to share my journey about the rituals I have to have grown mentally and to grown physically because of these rituals. You know, I go to the gym every day, or at least 5 days a week, and I get to nourish my mind throughout the night, something I started practicing about a year ago, and maybe even longer than that, off and on. But a year ago, I really got intense with it, because I had remembered that in prior times I would intake the Bible like that. I had Bible series that's how I learned the Word of God. I would just listen to these speakers talk to me over and over, the Bible stories just going and resonating in my spirit. And I could tell you about some of everything in that Bible, just because it would come to my recall from feeding on it through my subconscious throughout the night. So I just I ascribe to that, sleeping to great intake, and through the day when I'm wide awake, if I ain't listening to jazz like I got bumping right now, I'm definitely on some good teaching, motivational hub, Motiversity, Jim Rohn wearing me out, Dr. Miles Monroe wearing me out. Yes, I mean, I can't take another word in my hearing. And that is never, and unless I'm like I said, catching up on my Lakers get down, or I might flip over to some Promise Me stuff on the YouTube where I'm looking through at the kind of vehicle I'm gonna get when I get to this next level of finances, the kind of home I would like to, reside in, or whatever these wish me things in my goal setting. And of course, I'm always trying to be specific about what I want in a female, because I just gotta know that I ain't meant to be by myself, and I ain't never even tried to really do that. So it's just, I'm right now in this, I don't even want to put a name on it. I'm just in a zone, that I'm not really feeling the love that I need to be feeling, and I gotta fix that. So that's part of my 2020 get down, is get out this little area, where I'm not feeling real comfortable. So that has everything to do with my motivation to be every part of this workhorse dude that I've been in prior years of my life. Maybe I can't do all the physical things that I was able to do in the younger days, but I'm way more equipped mentally to handle things that I could not wrap my head around back in those times. So I think I'm a better product than I was in that season anyway. I ain't got to be chasing no ball or nothing, and it ain't even about running no quarter mile. So, Ray Mason, he's straight with going to the 24 and getting that little bump on and getting the cardio so that I can run for 45 minutes without falling apart, and so yeah, I'm real pleased with those things, and I'm going to have to get back to putting my hands on female like I need to in this season of 2020. I ain't mean to be going really strong in this area, but it's like one of my little deals. In order to be all the way right with God, do like me, he has to fix that part right there, because I believe in the Mosaic laws, and I believe in all of the higher laws of the kingdom around, nurturing and taking care and being a father figure and being a husband and uncle and grand, all of the things that dudes supposed to do. I got these right here, these whiskers, and they represent where I'm at in this journey. And I want to represent it. I ain't trying to dime and be younger, and I'm just trying to be Ray 100, right? And I'm going to fix that little avenue so that I don't have to be all out of balance, just giving the enemy another avenue to keep running at me in if I don't fix that, but that's on the agenda, to fix that this year and generate enough capital that I can fix it real easy. When you got to be living above your means, because I live within my means and do real good where I'm at right now, but I got to get to that next level of above my means to get back on the platform I need to be on. That's just real talk, because I already know how I like to live, no matter what the female like to do. It's just about what I like to do and how I like to do it. So getting back where I like to feel comfort at ain't in mediocrity. So pressing, and it's like I ain't even like I'm a late bloomer or none of that, because it's not like I'm just going where I've been before when it comes to having good money, and I don't feel uncomfortable going there at all. And because I know God in a much greater way than I knew him when I ever acquired money before. You know, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do a better job. You know, he kept giving me money, and I'd be good for a long time, and then I fall apart. That's just to keep the real story real. You know, for all of those of you who wondering, well, what happened? What happened? You gotta meet me for that. Go to RayMasonBlog.com. Get to know the dude. You're gonna see a lot of twists and turns in my About Me page. You know, I ain't trying to do anything other than what I'm trying to do here. And that's get y'all to check me out as a person who done had different twists, turns. I'm in a season right now where I'm taking on a new opportunity, but it's all about stuff that I done did in the past, and I got a lot more insight on a lot of different things when it comes to dealing with people. But the other element is this new skill set of, you know, the video, and then the little technicalities that you go through, plugging everything up, and Instagram, and everybody working together in unison to put this flood of people over on my blog to make this, how these people say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get with you, Ray. I'm gonna be on your team. Yep, me and you, we finna rock this. Now, when I get all of that status, and I'm all confident, and I'm giving away my marketing packages, and, you know, looking like I'm all pristine and I done arrived, that's when I'm gonna really be at my best. Because now I'm in a place where I can give like I really, really wanna give. Not only to the team, but to the community that I dwell in, to the society as a whole. You know, I was watching my dude JaVale McGee with the Lakers and what he's doing with his Jugs program. I'm plugging him because Jugs is off the chain, and I like to be on his team one day. With that, he's in Africa, and you know, I went there for 12 days and I saw what I needed to see, and out to the Volta Dam and to the slave castles, and I took my children there at 10 and 11 years old. So I want to go back in a different capacity, but to fulfill something that I spoke out of my mouth in that season of 2006. So here it is, 2020, some 14 years later, and it might even be 15 to 20 years before I get back to fulfill that commitment. But I would like to be able to fulfill all the commitments that I speak out of my mouth, and to walk in the truth that God made me to represent him, because God is truth, and he said he made us in his own image. So I should look like truth. I should look like God want me to look. Because when you start tying all of this, look like him in his own image, and you a king because he a king, and you came out a king, and you got mediocrity, doesn't seem like something that I should be trying to get out of. And I make no apologies for wanting to do better. And those of you who say, yeah, man, you just need to go sit down over there with your little disease and chill. You know, $3,000 is enough for anybody. You're just being greedy. They don't know. All I say is, if they knew that ain't no money, you know, that's like almost insulting for me. You know, that's like what $400-500 would do for me back in the day. You know, maybe a little more than $400 or $500, but that ain't no money. And I can't get comfortable. I can't do it. So I'm not gonna get much longer on here. I want everybody to be really, really concerned about the things that you struggled with in 2019. Be concerned about that. Whether it was health issues or financial issues, or you think that everything was great. I talked earlier about my biggest concern was my love life, because I need to fix that if I'm going to be all God want me to be in this next season of my life. I can't be scattered, can't be mentally torn, because that's what that do. It mentally tears you when you can't be on the same page with whoever it is. In my case, the female. Let's get it clear. The female on my team, and for others that, whatever your gender specific thing is. But in the world we live in right now, I'm having to really clarify that, because we don't want no misunderstandings on what I'm trying to say. So, and even if my little friend looking at it, no misunderstandings, So, that being said, let's get on our shortcomings and make them go away and get some new shortcomings. I don't want money to be an issue for me past 2020. For however many years God got me on the face of the earth, I want to look more godly because I got more control over my circumstances, which is what money does. It gives you control over your circumstances. I got control over my circumstances with what I make now. But on another level, is what I'm saying. I want a new budget. I got goals that tell me I would like to be in the next 6 months making $50,000 a month. That's what my goals say. And then, people that don't really know nothing about multi-level marketing or this structure of affiliate marketing, they might think that those numbers are a bit lofty. But for us who know that those are really reasonable numbers, then they're attainable if somebody get in and do their thing. Real attainable, because you just gotta understand that people are the game, and based on people, I plan on winning the game because I know that I know people, and I just needed to get back into the right venues and avenues and have the right marketing tools. And so now that I found the right venue and everything, let's see what we do. The proof is in the pudding. I've been telling everybody that I was going to find a way to do this thing 100% online. I ain't going to do no more club meetings and driving all over town and renting the hall. And I ain't doing all that. Because there's a way to do this another way. And whatever that is, I'm going to get, because there's people doing it. And my God ain't a respecter person. So guess what? He done showed me and gave me some instructions, and I'm following the yellow brick road. I'm on my way to Oz, where they got gold bars. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm really gonna do well in this, and RayMasonBlog.com is my hub, and believe me, making noise over there in 2020, making noise. But how long have you had your mental illness, your physical illness, your brokenness, how long you had that? And that's one question I got for you. I'm gonna try to have 5 questions for you, right? So that was 1. Number 2, how long do you think this thing is gonna happen with you? Before you let it overtake you. What you doing? You got a side job, or you just gonna still make the same money and hope that they give you another $1 next year on the other job? I'm talking about opportunities. They're everywhere. on this online stuff, they everywhere. All I'm trying to do is let you know, if you're looking for a coach, hey, I'm going to be available because I'm putting together a super team. You know, I got like 7 people in my lineup right now, and God knows how many pre-enrollees. It was 30 when I looked the other day. But long story short is I'm doing this. And I'm putting together a team of people that we gonna make noise because we doing all this online. There are key little things we have to do. And that's why I went through to find out how to do it from a no money scenario on camera and ads and all of this Facebook thing. Then there's paid advertising with people that you just interviewing, like job interviews. They just want to be on your team like now. They out there. You just gotta know what to say to them when you get to them. So you can't come in and think you're gonna be all of that in a bag of chips and getting 8 out of 10 when you don't know how to market. You don't know what to say. You don't have all the tools because you just coming in. So that's why you need somebody like me who already in and doing their thing and got some structure, and I'm gonna get my marketing material up so that you can see who I'm working with and these companies that are giving me direction and setting me in front of this camera and giving me structure. You're gonna see this change, and we're gonna edit videos, and all of that's gonna continue to grow. But for right now, you just do this until you build up your loot. Gotta build that money up and keep doing what you're doing. Build your money up, keep investing back in you, and here we go. So I had medical issues, I had financial issues. I needed what I'm doing now. So I didn't wait till the beginning of the year, none of that. I needed something that had to pertain to what I was doing, and that's medical. Fixing my body, doing medical stuff. I could talk about medical all day long. But it's time to talk about money. I don't like doing that. But I talk about how we can fix your medical conditions, and then I can tell you what products I'm using, and you can spend your money on them just like I spend my money on them. If we can get that established, then we can do this thing. Because it ain't like it's going down any other way unless you get on my team and we can show you all of what I'm learning and doing and guide you. And the thing is, I'm retired. And I got it to sow into my people because that's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Sow into this team so we so heavily fortified by the time we get to the main rankings, we coming in like 10 of us at a time. 5 and 10 of us, because we don't start it together. We don't build together. I got 40 of y'all, and some of y'all beat me to 40. You see that kind of stuff. That's what I'm working on. But I got to motivate. We got to all grow in this right information of how we can do social and pay together. And it's all in a system that's tracked by our company. And it's just great. I can't wait for y'all to get with me. We go down these paths and we just keep sharing information and building rapport. This is what it's about. Anybody to see this video that don't like the dude that they looking at, that's a key factor that you don't want to be on my team. Because I want to be a likable dude and I want to like you. But if you can't start out liking me, you ain't got no business on this channel and you don't want to be on my team. But I want to attract people that want to win. I wear this Laker hat because they one of the winningest organizations in the world. And they're known throughout the world. And they've been my team forever. And it was way before they had winning streaks and all of that. Because I was part of them when they was with Mr. Local, Jerry West. That'll tell you how old I am. But long story short is my team is going to be that kind of team, because that's the kind of organization I'm putting together for myself, and everything I'm doing is around the principles of total automation in this niche. So the coaching that I'm under and every part of what I'm doing is taking me and my whole group of individuals the same direction that they're going and that they're living in, and that's total automation, so that we have a quality lifestyle along with the ability to, I want to say create money, but I don't want to be that hard on it, but we have the ability to control our circumstances. So one more thing, if you do not change whatever it was that's really messed up about you from your perspective in 2020, and you find yourself 6 months down the road still living in mediocrity, who are you going to blame for that? Or if mediocrity is okay for you, then, you know, look at your children, look at your wife, look at all of who touches you and say, is this what I want them to see me like? You know, for me, it got to a point where I work out because I want to be walking on my own legs to get me back and forth to the bathroom. I got diabetic symptoms with like this thing called neuropathy in my legs, but my legs still active and they still do their thing. They just need to have some strength training, and they need to have some proper nourishment. They need to get mineralized properly. I know these things. So these are the things I do for my legs. The things for me, I'm saying, is if you know something about your body and about your lifestyle and about your family, and you're not making moves to make all of that better about you as a person for 2020, and you're going to just go another year like you did the year before that and the year before that, then just check yourself. Just check yourself and say, okay, I'm that mediocrity dude, and I'm good with that. And then be good with that. Just embrace it. And forgot you ever met Ray Mason, who knows that you're entitled to more. And I happen to be your brother, so I'm going to tell you that our dad is a king and you're entitled to more. And if you don't believe me, then you can research some material that I got on my blog and see if I'm lying. I'm not going to point it all out, but I'm going to say raymasonblog.com got some answers. And if you go in and check out some of them answers over there, then you might see that I wasn't such a bad dude after all, because I was only trying to share the truth. So everybody do better in 2020, if any way possible. Fix your finances so that economic bondage ain't holding you. Like me, I consider mine like a penitentiary sentence, and I got to get out the pen because I don't like gates when I'm ready to, you know, something keeping me from getting, it makes me feel like the elephant with the stake in the ground, and he's got all this strength, but he just don't know, and he won't pull the stake up and go about his business. See, I know that I can just get up and move, but where I'm gonna go? Who gonna feed me if I pull the stake up? Well, I'm going back to the jungle where there's plenty of food. And I'm not gonna wait on dude that usually bring me a few pieces of Kevlar bit and throw them on the ground right here. See, you gotta been out to the jungle to know that there's some plenty of what he bringing you in the jungle. You just gotta pull the stake up and go on back to the jungle. He ain't gonna mess with you because you done showed him something when you pulled the stake up. He gonna let you go on back to the jungle and leave you alone, because they can't hold you down with a stake no more. And they see that. So that's what I'm saying. I know that I got to be successful at this program, so I'm aggressive on this camera. I'm making analogies and all of that, because my pension is not going to be my pension if I'm making a salary like I'm going to be making from this organization or these organizations. The bottom line is, be for real about your move, because you declaring independence when you take on feeding yourself and not depending on a government or some organization to give you a regular check. You go get it. And you trust and believe in the God you say you know, and that's where I'm at. So pray for Ray Mason in 2020, because I'm taking leaps of faith. I love everybody, because the way I believe, we all come from one. Long story short is I'm going to wish the world more peace, love, and happiness. And I want to say that I'll see all of y'all in 2020 if the Lord say the same. Have a great night, and it should be pretty much midnight. Yeah, 1 minute to midnight right now. Let me stay on here so I'll be on. I got 1 more minute to talk now. I see it's 1 minute to midnight, and God is good, you know. So I'm gonna cut it off. That way, 11:59. There we go. Here we go. It's finna be on and cracking. Another year, and I'm on the camera. So y'all have a good night, and welcome into 2020. It's gonna be a good 10 here. I hope to get all 10 of them in, and we can do this show again in 2030, and I should be probably about a millionaire 100 times over by then. But anyway, Happy New Year.